Then on newspaper headlines this morning, we have reports for you from this day newspaper, not forgetting Punch newspaper, Nation newspaper, Vanguard, Sun, and Alausa Alert. Beginning with this day newspaper, in a move to plug leakages and shore up revenue, the federal government has directed the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, OAGF, to immediately commence the presidential directives on 50% automatic deduction from the internally generated revenue, IGR, of federal government-owned enterprises. The directive was contained in a circular issued by Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edo, a copy of which was obtained by the paper yesterday. 44 billion naira fraud. EFCC freeze reinvites suspended NSIPA National Coordinator Halima Shehu. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Tuesday night released the suspended National Coordinator and Chief Executive Officer of the National Social Investment Program Agency, Halima Shehu. A competent source told the paper that she was released at about 11 p.m. Tuesday night, but was told to return by 11 a.m. yesterday for continuation of her interrogation. NGO commends FG for facilitating exit of personnel from war-torn Gaza. Mercy Corps, an international humanitarian organization, has commended the Nigerian government for ensuring the free passage of one of its senior staff, Joel Onyeke, serving in the war-torn Gaza. The organization particularly made mention of the contribution of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, for facilitating the swift and safe passage of the said personnel. Chief Executive Officer Mercy Corps, Jada McKenna, in an appreciation letter to the minister, thanked him for his prompt and professional response to their distress call. Moving on to the Punch newspaper, custom agents urge FG to address exchange rate crisis. Licensed customs agents have urged the federal government to address the issue of exchange rates and taxation to boost the maritime sector. In separate charts with the paper in Lagos on Tuesday, the agents also called on the government to tackle other economic issues affecting the sector. Truckers TTP disagree over electronic collar platform. Truck drivers claim that Truck Transit Park Limited has failed to address the issue of traffic congestion on the Port Access Road through the electronic call-up system. Electronic call-up system ETO, which was introduced by the Nigerian Ports Authority. The National President of Council of Maritime Truck Unions and Associations, Mr. Adeyinka Aruyo, in a letter recently said that the TTP ETO call-up regime had failed in its entirety to address the problems for which it was set. The next one is from the Nation newspaper. EFCC freezes 30 billion naira NSIPA cash traced to private accounts. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has tracked 30 billion naira of the 44 billion naira moved from the accounts of the National Social Investment Program Agency, NSIPA. The multiple accounts to which the funds were moved by some NSIPA officials have been frozen by the anti-graft agency as part of an ongoing probe. It was learned that the 44 billion naira was suspiciously moved from NSIPA's account into private and corporate accounts linked to those serving as funds. Ex-Sierra Leone President Koroma heads for Nigeria on asylum after treason charges. Controversy yesterday trailed plans by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to relocate former Sierra Leonean President Ernest Bai Koroma to Nigeria today. In a statement yesterday, the ECOWAS Commission President Omar Aliu Toure indicated that the move to relocate Koroma followed an agreement reached by an ECOWAS mission to Freetown on December 23. Board warns workers against sharp practices at prayer. Oyo State Universal Basic Education Board, Oyo Subeb, has warned workers to be diligent and avoid sharp practices. Executive Chairman Dr. Noreni Adeniro spoke during its interfaith prayer to usher in the new year. Adeniro urged the officials to adhere to professional ethics and be diligent in their duties. Government kicks off issuance of automated passports. Ahead of Monday's commencement of automated passport issuance, Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS) officers began training yesterday in Abuja. Interior Minister Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, who kicked off the training, assured that the process would eliminate all forms of human interference and graft. Tunji Ojo said that the training would fine-tune the knowledge of the personnel and make them efficient in service delivery. Next one is from Vanguard. NDLEA arrests 919 suspects, seizes 95 tons of drugs in Lagos. A total of 919 suspects were arrested by the Lagos State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, with different illicit drugs weighing 95 tons in 2023. Aside from the arrests and recovered illicit drugs, 237 offenders were also prosecuted and convicted with various jail terms in the year under review. And from Sun newspaper, marketers seek offshore refiners' support to crash petroleum products costs. The Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petran, says talks are at advanced stage with 4 offshore refineries for the supply of 300,000 metric tons of petrol, diesel, jet A1 and cooking gas into the Nigerian market by first quarter of 2024. This was as the group disagreed with calls in some quarters that the retail pump price of petrol should be within the range of 1,200 naira per litre. I'll take the last one from Alausa Alert. LASG will continue to champion advancement of arbitrators, ADR in Africa, Sanwo-Olu. As a leading hub of commerce, innovation and legal expertise, Lagos State is committed to championing the advancement of arbitration and alternative dispute resolution, ADR, in Africa. Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, stated this in Lagos during the opening ceremony of the 2023 annual conference and gala night of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, Nigeria branch. That's it. To pick up a copy of any of the dailies, go online to read more. Also, interact with us via our social media platforms: X, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961, and follow me across social media at Dele Agadumo.